All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chris from Gooner Eagle Eye, and as you can see, I'm actually recording this at night, and there is light, and it rhymed. I'm a poet, and I don't know it. So yeah, my bad for the belatedness of this review. Um, I to be honest with you, it's such a depressing season. This season is so depressing. Um, I've watched that game and the West Brom game, which I know I didn't do a review for. I'll be honest, I just didn't feel like doing one. I kind of half watched it. I made an appearance on Liam's Gooner News podcast for that. So if you want to check me out, go to Liam's Gooner News channel, and you'll see me share my thoughts with some of the fellas on there. I I just felt so uninspired. I just felt so uninspired to do a video. I just thought, wow, is this what we've come to? I mean, we finished fourth in other seasons, but this year it's particularly painful just watching. And don't get me wrong, Leicester are a secret team of mine that I do like. They're a team I've always liked. And probably you think, oh yeah, Chris, you should say that now. I genuinely have. It's a team I've always liked. It's a team I followed in the Championship. Um, my ex used to support that team. Still does support that team, as far as I know. And I even liked that team before I met her. I remember when Heskey used to play for that team. So it's a team I've always liked and always kind of loosely followed. So I'm ecstatic for them, in all honesty. But it's so painful. It's so painful watching them knowing really so we really we couldn't finish above fucking Leicester. And then you look above the table, you see Tottenham above us, and you're like, oh, what the flying fuck? Really? I don't even really feel to talk about the match because I felt it was such a lethargic, boring match to watch, where Wenger felt compelled for some reason to start Ramsey and Giroud. Giroud, who offered absolutely nothing. Ramsey, who, to be fair, I'm a massive critic of Ramsey. You guys know this. But against West Brom, I thought he did okay when he came on. And he was by far and away not the worst thing about our team on Sunday. He wasn't. I prefer Coquelin in there so much. Probably the best thing about Sunday was the fact that Jack came back and made a couple of appearances, and in all honesty, looked more effective than Ramsey in the 8 minutes he came on. He got hold of the ball a couple of times, drove it forward a couple of times. He looked bright. For me, I'm one of the few Arsenal fans that hasn't lost faith in Jack. He just is the DRB, really. There's a good player there. It's just injury won't allow it to happen. His playing style won't allow it to happen. I'm not lost faith in him. I personally hope he can take the team forward. For me, I don't even really want to talk about the game. So for me, it's just really thoughts about what I feel Arsenal needs to do now. It looks like he's going to stay, much to everybody's annoyance. And I think it's only from the simple fact of, I watched a video by Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV, and he gave his thoughts, and he felt that this was the most important summer for Arsene Wenger. Last summer was the most important summer for Arsene Wenger. Realistically, and this is my argument for Robbie's debate. If I'm a big player, short of Ibrahimovic, let's say I'm Isco, right? Let's just say I'm Isco, for example. Why am I going to come and sign for you when you may not be there next season? Because if you think Arsenal fans are gonna, Arsenal fans will burn some shit down if Wenger signs another contract. So realistically, if I am a big player who's thinking about his next career decision, why am I going to sign for you for 1 year? Let's be honest. And that's why, in honesty, I feel like it would be better if Wenger goes now. I think that he's had opportunity after opportunity, and this is what I was scared of. You know, sometimes you can outstay your welcome. Sometimes you die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. I've said it before, I'll say it again, and Wenger has lived long enough to see himself become a villain. He's split Arsenal fans down the middle to the point where you're fucking seeing actual beef between fellow Arsenal fans on different Arsenal channels on Twitter and shit like that. You know, like, my gosh, football shouldn't be so serious that families are getting threatened. Like, don't we support the same team? Why the fuck am I trying to threaten your family? For what? For what fucking reason? I love Arsenal the same as you do. And for me, it comes down to the fact that I just watched the game on Sunday and I just thought it just looked like a team that was so devoid of ideas. It was just going through the motion. In a way, I felt like I was mourning the season. Mind you, we still got 3 fucking games left to secure some sort of Champions League football. Because as much as I understand people's opinion of, oh well, maybe it'd be a good thing if they don't finish in the Champions League spot, I don't subscribe to that thought process. I think it's fundamentally important that at the fucking very least we qualify for that damn competition, because if we don't, we are fucked. Because we're not going to fucking attract them type of players. And the players we do have, aka Sanchez and Ozil, are going to be like, well, fuck this, I'm off. And they'll go. So I don't subscribe to that thought process. I am definitely one for we must finish in that top 4. I don't feel like giving them rankings out of. Oh fuck it! I'll do the quick rankings quickly. Goalie check. It was better than Wednesday. Better than Wednesday. Better than the Palace game, where he let in. Funny enough, he made a save. He made a save in that game, which was pretty much the exact same carbon copy type as the one he let in against Palace. 6 out of 10. Didn't have a lot to do, and did everything right that he was called upon. Bellerin didn't get up as much as we would like to see him. Defensively, I thought he was okay. 6 out of 10. Koscielny, man of the match for me, was an absolute fucking rock. 8 out of 10. Mertesacker, fair play to Mertesacker. I'm a big critic of his. but did pretty well. There was only one time he had a bit of a dodgy moment where Defoe turned him a little bit, but other than that, did his job fairly well. I'd say 6.5 out of 10. Monreal, usual Mr. Dependable, 6 out of 10. Right side, Alexis, bit more of a quiet day. Couldn't really get things going. Everything he kept trying, but there was just nothing coming up for him. 6 out of 10. Next to him, Ramsey, starting ahead of El Nene. I don't think he did a lot wrong. I don't particularly think he did a lot right. He just didn't do a lot wrong. 6 out of 10. El Nene, for me, another Mr. Dependable. Every time he's been called upon, he's done pretty well. 7 out of 10 for me. I thought he did pretty well. Held it a lot. Really held that middle very well, particularly when Ramsey kept fucking strolling, doing his thing. So, and I said it from the start. If you're going to start Ramsey, play him with El Nene as opposed to Coquelin, because I think El Nene is just a little bit more intelligent in his positioning than Coquelin. On the left side, Wobie, poor game by his standards. He later on admitted that on Twitter. I don't think it was that bad. It's just we've come to expect better things from him. But he's young. He's 19. He's the least of our fucking worries. 6 out of 10. I actually don't think he did that bad. 6 out of 10. Ozil, that motherfucker's on the beach right now. Can't remember the last time he really truly influenced the game. 6 out of 10. Giroud, oh man, where the fuck do I start with this motherfucker? Sell him now, quickly, fast. While PSG are possibly looking for strikers, that would be my advice. 3 out of 10. I thought he had a horrible game. For the subs, I thought when Thea came on, looked pretty lively, made a couple of decent runs. 5 out of 10. Thought he did okay. Can't remember the third sub. Jack came on. I thought he did okay. 5 out of 10. 4 out of 10. I don't think that's really enough time to give him a decent mark, really. I think Coquelin was the other one, but I can't remember. Wenger, 4 out of 10. Didn't lose the game, I guess. Fans, away fans always brilliant. 7 out of 10. Still flat game. Just end the season now. Gosh, it's 2 days late and I'm just depressed just talking about it. Anyway, catch you later. Peace.